All these chicken sandwiches have led us here. And damn it, we're taking home the gold. Okay, so today we are making the Burger King original chicken sandwich. I gotta say, it is original. It's long. There's certain things that don't need to be long. Call me crazy, right? They have the craziest ad I've ever seen with this chicken sandwich too. They basically were like, McDonald's chicken sandwich. I don't even know if you can advertise like that anymore, but I can tell you that we can advertise like that. So with all that being said, let's make this, shall we?
The Burger King sign shining through the Shell station. And not only that, but they advertise free Wi-Fi. I'm at a loss for words. Good Lord, this place is beat up. 3-tier rating system. The exterior, 1 out of 10. Don't ask me why. Menu, we already know what it's gonna be. Actually, you know what? We'll set a new precedent. The new precedent is 5 out of 10. Oh, they did add that the chicken, 5.5 out of 10 for that photo. That's a good photo. Can I get 2 original chicken sandwiches? Thank you. Oh wow, it's really cheap. $5 for 2 sandwiches? I don't think we'd be making this for much cheaper. So far, this is the longest to go we've ever had. Oh, it's lunchtime.
I'll give him that.
Thank you, you too. Service, I'm gonna give today an 8 out of 10. Very good, nice, easy, simple. I'd love to say more, but I guess we'll just eat the sandwich that I don't wanna eat. So we've got the bag. This is probably one of my favorite designs I've ever seen on a fast food bag, and I really mean that. It's straightforward to the point. No one's looking or caring, okay? They wanna eat so that they can have diarrhea later. I was looking for the sauce, but there wasn't much to be found. Oh, here's some of it. There's supposed to be mayo on both sides. Now this looks like modern art. I don't want to swallow it. Oh. I regained my composure. The salt levels are good. Everything else is bad. Not crispy. I don't taste the chicken at all. The lettuce is hardly present. The mayo is not present. And there's this horrific, and when I say horrific, I mean horrific, bitter aftertaste that I cannot describe anywhere else. And I'm not shitting on it for the sake of shitting on it. I will never put one of these in my mouth again. This is gonna be better. Okay, bye.
Many times, bread is optional. In this case, it's gonna be hard to find anything like the BK chicken bun aside from maybe a hoagie roll of sorts. And I think we can make ours better. In the bowl of a stand mixer, add 3 cups or 450 grams of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon or 3 grams of fine sea salt. Give that a mix, pop that onto your stand mixer with the twirly thing. Separately, whisk together 1 cup or 240 milliliters of whole milk and 2.5 teaspoons or 9 grams of instant yeast, followed by 2.5 teaspoons or 11 grams of sugar. Whisk all that together, turn on your stand mixer onto low, add that whole mixture to your flour along with 2 whole eggs. Let that bad boy mix until you get a rough dough, then add in a 1/4 cup or 58 grams of unsalted
Softened
butter. Let that mix and incorporate. Once it returns to a homogeneous dough, let that knead for 5 more minutes or until you get an obnoxiously smooth, supple dough. Shape that into a tight ball, pop it into a greased bowl, cover with plastic wrap and rise for 1 hour or until doubled and plump. Punch that bad boy down, divide it into 8 even pieces, about 95 to 105 grams each. Shape those into rough balls, then let your balls rest due to the fondling for about 7 minutes, cover with greased plastic wrap, and then gently roll those bad boys into 7-inch long demi-baguette-like shapes. Think short, fat baguette with chubby tips. Plop that onto a greased parchment lined baking sheet with no more than 6 sausages. Now lightly flatten those buns down just a touch, cover with greased plastic wrap, and proof for 20 minutes at room temperature. Now take your absolute sausages, brush with egg wash consisting of 1 egg and a splash of water beaten together, then give them a generous sprinkle of untoasted sesame seeds, and optionally, give them a nice score at a 45-degree angle with a razor if you want that good split top. Now pop that into an oven that's been preheated to 375 Fahrenheit for about 16 to 18 minutes or until a beautiful golden brown and puffed. Optionally brush with melted butter while they're still hot and cool completely on a wire rack. Ta-da! BK chicken buns, but you know, not flaccid and deeply satiny. Right, sauce and toppings for this sandwich are super basic. Lettuce, mayo, and well, that's it. Very simple. You know, you can't hide bad food behind simple ingredients. And well, they didn't. Since mayo is obviously an important element here, I would highly recommend you make it fresh. Just get a medium-sized bowl, toss in 2 plump egg yolks, 1.5 tablespoons or 25 grams of Dijon mustard, half a teaspoon or 2 grams of sugar, salt to taste, 2 cloves of garlic, grated. Optionally, a small pinch of ground white pepper. Whisk all that together, and then while continuously whisking, starting with a very, very, very light drizzling of 1 cup or 200 grams of vegetable oil, starting with just a couple drops at a time. Once it begins to emulsify, you can start to increase that stream and just keep gradually adding that oil and whisking and adding and whisking until you have a beautifully thickened mayo. And chances are you may end up needing another quarter cup or a half cup of oil depending on the egg yolk size. And you know that it's thickened properly when it gets that good mayo jiggle like this. Let me tell you, that mayo jiggle should have you blushing. I'll tell you what. Now add in a quarter cup or 60 grams of creme fraiche and the zest of 1 lemon that's been very finely chopped. Mix it up and wow, that's an incredibly luxurious mayonnaise, despite its simplicity. Lettuce is, well, lettuce. Just get a nice butter lettuce, separate it, clean it nicely, and well, that's it. Now for the all-important chicken. They used a patty, so we'll make our most juicy chicken patty yet. Get a meat grinder. Look, you can use a food processor, although you won't get as fine of a grind. But if you want to be legit, then yes, use a goddamn grinder. I know not everyone can get one, but I've proven that you can grind meat with a knife. Just stop making excuses. Now, grind together 1 pound or 450 grams of chicken breast and a quarter pound or 113 grams of pork fat back. What? Pork fat? I thought this was chicken. Look, totally true, but that pork fat is going to make for that nice, juicy squirt, and you want that. Now give that farce, no, not fart, a nice knead, then add in 2 teaspoons or 6 grams of kosher salt, 2 teaspoons or 6 grams of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons or 6 grams of nutritional yeast, 3/4 of a teaspoon or 3 grams of fresh ground black pepper, a quarter teaspoon, which is less than 1 gram, of onion powder. Give it a nice mix by hand, kneading it together thoroughly until combined, and that is your chicken farce. Now evenly separate that into 4 chicken patties, depending on the thickness you want. I like mine thick, so I did 4. The one thing I will say is that this chicken is only good cooked fresh. So please don't make more unless you are serving more than 4 guests. Now wrap that in plastic wrap and chill in the freezer for 15 minutes. While that's chilling, get yourself a katsu style breading setup. You know, the trio of crunch, the trinity of crisp. 1 bowl with 1.5 cups or 113 grams of panko breadcrumbs. Another bowl with 2 eggs and 1.5 tablespoons or 19 grams of water. And finally, one with about 1.5 cups or 225 grams of all-purpose flour. Pull out your stiffy chicky patty, toss in the flour, fully coat, shake off the excess, dip to coat completely in your egg wash. And finally, coat and firmly press your panko breadcrumbs to coat every little nook and cranny, okay? No goddamn bald spots. Repeat with all your patties, and then drop those bad boys into a pot filled with vegetable oil that's been heated to 350 Fahrenheit, and fry those bad boys 2 to 3 at a time, depending on the size of your pot, for 4 to 6 minutes or until a beautiful golden brown, crisp on the outside, and juicy, fully cooked breast on the inside. Just be careful not to over fry these or they will dry out. And I mean, come on, look at these. They look simply ridiculous, like the most beautifully meaty hash brown crunch made of lustful dreams. Now season that with salt if you like, or if you won't be a little dirty. Hit it with some mushroom seasoning powder, which you can find at many Asian markets. Now repeat with all your chicky and get ready for the easiest assembly on But Better. Toast them on both cut sides in butter, hit them generously with your mayo on both cut sides, and this stuff is so delicious it should be illegal. So don't be scared to put too much mayo, alright? It's real good. Follow that with a beautiful fried chicken patty, a nice layer of the finest butter lettuce you can find, and finally, crown a sandwich that is truly fit to be a king. Now, let's find our winner.
Wow! This sandwich looks sickly, like it belongs in a hospital bed. Oh, Lord! Look at this.
That was a big bite.
There is simply no comparison of this sandwich to this. Press the life alert button. Help me, I've fallen, I can't get up. Now we need a taste tester. Vikram today. Long time no see. Oh my gosh, where have you been this whole time? As he's in the room every day. There we go. Who knows what that one was?
So good.
Number 2.
Number 1, no contest, so bad. There's a reason why this one's going off the menu and they're making a new chicken sandwich. This is exciting. Every component of it is fantastic. There's just no comparison.
The funny thing is you don't have to make your own buns for this to be incredibly good, by the way. You could totally skip the bun making process. You can grind the chicken using a food processor. There are ways to make this significantly easier and more accessible. You can still make this sandwich. Thank you, Vikram. Ah! You can have your mediocre sandwich. Take it back. I don't care. We won. This is a But Better. You want to know what else is But Better? B-roll.